to all our friends at home. Today we are going to be doing Lesson 5, Fluency and Application Problem. And so on your seesaw, you will see a pattern sheet. So we're going to practice some strategies for skip counting by 5. Remember, we want to use our fingers as we skip count by 5, and we can use our thumb. Now I will give you a hint. The pattern sheet for today is only 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, 6 times 4, 6 times 5. There are 60 problems, but they're only those same 5 facts over and over and over again. Remember, when you do the sprint, you want to go across the rows because that's where you'll see the pattern. And your first 5 answers will be 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, 6 times 4, 6 times 5. Then they're going to start mixing it up. But remember, the best way to complete those pattern sheets is to go across your rows. So let's just say you have 6 times 5. How many 6s do you have to count? You have to count 5 6s. So it'd be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. If you want to sing the song, you can do that and also use your fingers. So let's count 5 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. There you are. Your answer is 30. We counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s. Our answer is 30. All right? Let's say we have 6 times 2. How many 6s will we count? We will count 2 6s. 2 6s. 6, 12. 6, 12. Our answer to that one is 12. Let's say we have 6 times 3. How many 6s will we count? We will count 3 6s. So 6, 12, 18. Sorry, I got a little messy there. 6, 12, 18. And our answer is 18. Okay? And then, let's see, we haven't practiced. 6 times 1, easy. That's just 6. Remember, 1 and the same. The other two numbers are the same. And then last, we have 6 times 4. We have 6 times 4. We will be counting 4 6s. So, 6, 12, 18, 24. There's our 4 6s. Our answer is 24 for 4 6s. So it will be those same 5 facts over and over and over again. You will have 2 minutes, so I want you to set your timer for 2 minutes. And then whatever you don't get done, draw a line after the last one you finish. And then after the 2 minutes, if you want to, after you've indicated how many you got done in 2 minutes, if you want to finish the page, it's always good practice. The more practice we have with our multiplication facts, the quicker we will memorize them. Okay, so that is our pattern sheet and what you'll have to do on your pattern sheet. Remember to please make sure you submit that on Seesaw. It will be out there. And now we're going to do a little skip counting. I want to get my posters for us to practice some skip. So we're going to do our 7s. I don't know if you can see this, but we're going to sing this song as we do our 7s. Okay, remember it goes to Are You Sleeping? So let's begin. 7, 14, 21 and 28, 35, 35, 42 and 49, 56 and 63, 70, 70. Let's do that again, and I will write the products next to it. So one more time, boys and girls. Here we go. 7, 14, 21 and 28, 35, 35, 42 and 49, 56 and 63, 70, 70. I hope you can see that on the camera, okay? So those are our 7s, and if you sing that song, that should help you with it. Now let's do our 8s, okay? Here's the poster for the 8s. Again, if you can't see it, we'll write down. So the 8th song is This Old Man, all right? I'll write them the first time we sing it so you'll have those numbers bigger so we can see them. Here we go. 8, 16, 24, 32 and 40, 48, 56 and 64, 72 and 80. Hey, let's try that again. Now remember, the more we skip count, the more we use these numbers, the more we'll have those products memorized. Here we go. 8, 16, 24, 32 and 40, 48, 56 and 64, 72 and 80. All right, and then our last one is our 9s, okay? And our 9s are to the Addams Family song. This is one of my personal favorites, okay? And the song goes like this. 9, 18, 27, 36 and 45, 54 and 63, 72, 81, 90. Those are the nines. 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 Okay, let's try that again. Maybe you can sing it with me this time. Okay, here we go. 9, 18, 27, 36 and 45, 54 and 63, 72, 81, 90. Those are the nines. 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 So later on in the year, we will spend more time looking at the patterns for the nines. I think I showed this to you on another Fluency day, but I want to show you if I write my nines in a column and I start with 9, 18, 27, 36, and 45. If we stop right there, do you see the pattern that's developing with the nines? The ones place is going down by 1 each time. So it goes 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And what's happening to the tens place? That's going up by 1 each time. So we have nothing in the tens place here. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So now that I know that pattern, I can write the rest of the multiples without even knowing the sum or anything else. So next it will be 5, 4, 6, 3, 7, 2, 8, 1, 9, 0. So once you see that pattern, whenever you have to skip count by nines or you have a math fact for 9 and you're not in a hurry, it's not a timed test, you can write your multiples of 9 like that and find your answer. So let's just say I had 6 times 9. I would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once I've written that column and I have all my multiples of 9. Okay? Now we have one other Fluency activity and then I'll introduce our application problem. If you remember during our last lesson, lesson 4, we made 10s. Today we're going to make 7s because we are going to go from skip counting by 6s to skip counting by 7s. So if you give me just a minute, I'm going to set up the paper that you're going to be expected to do. Okay, this is what the paper looks like. We have addition number sentences with 5 plus blank equals 7. And then we also have number bonds where we're trying to figure out the other part when 7 is a whole and we're given one part. So let's just do a couple of these and then I'm going to ask you to do the rest of them independently on Seesaw. Okay, so 5 plus what equals 7? Hopefully you said 2. How do I know that? Well, if you don't know your addition facts automatically, you're not fluent with them, you can always count on 5, 6, 7. I counted on 2 fingers. Okay? Let's come over here to number bond. It works the same way as the addition number sentence with the missing addend. I have 7 as my whole. One part is 1. So what 1 plus what equals 7? Well, it's 1 plus 6 equals 7. Okay? And there's just a few more of those for you to do independently, making a quick 7. All right, last thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to introduce your application problem. Like the last one, I'm going to ask you to solve it independently and submit it on Seesaw for your teacher to review. It's a fairly simple one, but there is one new wrinkle to it that I want to make sure we go over. So I'm going to read it with you. We'll underline our notes together. I'll show you that new wrinkle, and then we're going to challenge you to do it independently and submit your work on Seesaw for your teacher to review. All right, lesson 5 application problem. Gracie draws 7 rows of stars. In each row, she draws 4 stars. How many stars does Gracie draw in all? Use a letter to represent the unknown and solve. So let's underline what we know. Gracie draws 7 rows of stars. So I'm going to underline that. And so we can be Gracie in our picture can be exactly what Gracie is drawing. 7 rows of stars. Remember, rows go across like you're rowing your boat across a lake. In each row, she draws 4 stars. So in each row, she draws 4 stars. So now I'm picturing a row. and I'm picturing in that row 4 stars. You're getting the idea of how you can draw that. All right, what is our unknown? Our unknown is how many stars does Gracie draw in all? And right here, this is the new wrinkle. Use a letter to represent the unknown and solve. So when you write your number sentence, we want you to use a letter there. Now we're trying to find out the number of stars. So I think a good letter for that unknown might be S. You can choose what you want, but S makes sense. So when you get down, you're drawing your picture, and you need to write your number sentence to find how many stars she draws in all. Make sure in that number sentence you use a letter for your unknown. And I'm just suggesting S. And then please don't forget to write your target sentence down here. And remember, this template we're giving you is useful because it gives you the boxes to check. Check off the box after you've read it and underline your notes. Check off the box after you've drawn your picture. And check off the box after you've written your number sentence and your target sentence. Okay, boys and girls, and I just want to share something kind of exciting that happened in my life. Should have done it at the beginning of the lesson. But Mrs. Reed and Mr. Reed have 4 children, and our oldest son, John, last night had 2 twin boys, and they are our first grandchildren. So Mrs. Reed is very, very excited, and she's can't wait to go see them. I had to get a COVID test, though, and I'm waiting for the results of that. They just live in Rochester, so I am very, very excited to see them. Maybe when you get back to school, I can share a picture with you, and their names are going to be Theodore and Henry. So Mrs. Reed is kind of on cloud 9. She's a little sleepy today because we got a phone call kind of late last night, and that was really hard for me to go to sleep. So Mrs. Reed is very, very excited. I wanted to share that exciting news with all of you at home. All right, boys and girls, I hope you find this video useful. Make sure you watch it, do the work, submit it all to your teacher. Okay, have a good day.